That's how I'm fired. I'm strong. I'm strong. I'm strong. Strong.
All right, guys, we're back. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy CMB checking in. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about sanctioning bodies. Sanctioning bodies, one in particular, I would say, the most prestigious one out there, the one with the green strap, of course, the WBC, known as the World Boxing Council. Now, there's a lot of different colorful names given to them by the fans out there. Some of the greatest hits include We Be Cheating, We Be Crooks, We Back Canelo. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say that those names are well-deserved, quite well-deserved, because of the shenanigans that have been going on with the WBC for quite some time. Now, I saw the president of the WBC, Mauricio Sulaiman, on Chris Mannix's channel. And I want to shout out Chris Mannix for having his foot on Mauricio Sulaiman's throat about the situation that went down with Shakur Stevenson. It's just one of many, I may add. Let me play this small audio clip for you guys to get you guys up to speed on this situation, and I'm going to give my thoughts on that.
Do you really believe that the WBC's involvement, however, nominal, is worth $120,000?
It's worth $1 million or $1. It is not about the money.
It's a big difference. Well, it's about the money to him. It's about the money to Shakur.
Well, he chose not to continue as WBC champion, and it was his decision. It is not about the money.
Logically, is anybody happy fighting for interim titles?
All of them. Otherwise, they would not fight for the interim.
Because
title.
they think it's a step to the next one. They think they're getting ordered to fight for a full title.
Why does it have to be on your times? I don't tell you how to do your job. My job is to be the president of the WBC, which involves many, many, many things that you cannot imagine.
I was actually
Question: Is Mauricio Sulaiman full of it or what? $120,000, guys. This is what they wanted Shakur Stevenson to pay them after his fight with Teofimo Lopez. He said that, it's not about the money. It's $1 million, $1. It's not about the money, guys. And you got to keep this in mind. Shakur Stevenson was a 135-pound WBC champion. He moved up to 140 to fight Teofimo Lopez for his WBO title and for the Ring Magazine title. That WBC title wasn't even a part of the equation. So why should he have to pay them $120,000? That's a lot of money, man. People don't make that amount of money in a year. And he's just supposed to hand you over $120,000 for nothing? For doing nothing? The grift is strong with these people, man. It is amazing that they think that they deserve that amount of money for nothing. It's crazy. And the thing about the WBC is they've been doing shady things for so long now. And shout out to Terrence Bud Crawford for reigniting. He's not the first to talk about the crazy stuff that go on with the sanctioning bodies. But I think, him, when he had that rant, it was the most impactful. Now people are looking at it. Now these fighters are looking at, these sanctioning bodies and wondering why they're giving these guys all this money for nothing. And this is where Zuffa Boxing and the Ring Magazine title, which is free, by the way, this gave them the opportunity to move on in here. Because of the things that these sanctioning bodies have been doing, these other platforms, they've been, corrupt for years. And now, like Crawford said, Ring Magazine belt is free. They're making their own lane. And I think a lot of these guys, they're going to gravitate over there to Zuffa Boxing. And I don't think Mauricio Sulaiman is doing the WBC any favors right now. They could become a thing of the past. I mean, look at the things that they've been doing. The favoritism, for example, the stuff with Vasily Lomachenko and Canelo Alvarez, they created these franchise titles for them so they didn't have to face their mandatory challengers. Shit like that. You know, people see this stuff. Where's the franchise belt today? There is no franchise belt today. So they were designed for specific reasons, you know, so they can play games, so they can play favoritism. So the people that they wanted to hold their title held the title. You got that situation. And then the stuff with all the money. And the situation like David Benavidez, he was talking about, you know, interim titles. How long was David Benavidez an interim champion before? Well, he never did get to face Canelo. They did not hold Canelo Alvarez's feet to the fire to face the interim champion, David Benavidez. They didn't do that. But they do that for some people. You know, they want them to fight their mandatory. It's all favoritism, guys. And here's the thing. I like 4-belt sanctioning bodies. I like the idea of it. I like the idea of having 4 champions in a division. But I think that these champions should have to fight one another to become one champion. That's the issue there. They're not making these guys fight one another. They're playing footsie with their favorite fighter. It's just chaos. And like I said, this left an opening for His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh, Zuffa Boxing, and the Ring Magazine title. They're shooting themselves in the foot. We're watching this in real time. So let's just see it play out. See what happens with this. But I like it and I don't like it at the same time. Like I said, I like the 4-belt thing. But if these guys are going to continue to do, you know, crooked things, we just have to get that out of the sport of boxing. Make boxing about boxing, not the grift with sanctioning bodies. It's crazy, guys. It's crazy. But anyway, you guys let me know how you feel about this situation in the comments section. It's the CMB. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. And I'm out. Peace.